everyone, it's again Alex. I hope you enjoy finding the perimeter of quadrilaterals. And in today's lesson, we will learn the most important concept for quadrilaterals, area. We will learn what is area and how to find the area for equiangular quadrilaterals. Are you ready? Let's go! But first, let's quickly review perimeter of quadrilaterals. So do you remember what is perimeter? Yes, perimeter is a distance or length around the shape. Let's find the perimeter of two following shapes. So how do we find the perimeter? Yes, we need to add the lengths of each of four sides. So what shapes do we have? Rectangle and rhombus. So let's find the perimeter of those shapes. So how do we find the perimeter of rectangle? We have the length of only two sides. Yes, that's right. The opposite sides of rectangle are equal. So if this side 5 centimeter, this side 5 centimeter. If this side 3 centimeters, this side also 3 centimeters. So now we know the lengths of each side. So we can find the perimeter by adding them. Or we can add only two sides, and as other two sides are equal to those two sides, we can multiply it 2 times. So 5 plus 3 times 2 is equal 16 centimeters. And the second shape, what shape is this? Yes, it's rhombus. And we have the length of only one side. But that's right, that's all we need, because rhombus has all four sides of equal length. So to find the perimeter, we can add all four sides, which are 7 meters each, or we can just multiply 7 4 times. So 7 times 4 is 28 meters. So perimeter of rhombus is 28 meters. Alright, now let's learn the second important concept for the shapes, area. And today we will learn area of equiangular quadrilaterals. In the next video, we will learn the area of other types of quadrilaterals. So do you remember what quadrilaterals are equiangular? That's right, the quadrilaterals that have all four angles equal. And it's only two types, square and rectangle. But what is the area? If perimeter, it's distance around the shape or the length of the sides of the shape, the area, it's all the space inside of the shape. But how can we calculate the space inside of the shape? To calculate that space, we have the special units that we call square units. We divide quadrilateral into small squares. And finding how many squares are fit inside of the quadrilateral means finding the area. But those squares cannot be any size. We can divide this quadrilateral into squares with each side 1 centimeter. This unit we will call square centimeter, and shorter we write as cm with the 2 in the top corner. Or if our quadrilateral is bigger, we can divide it into the squares, each side 1 meter. This unit we will call 1 square meter, and shorter we write m with a 2 in the top corner. We also can have square millimeter, or if it's really huge one, it can be square kilometer. So let's find how many square units in this quadrilateral. All right, let's find how many square units in this quadrilateral, or what is the area of this quadrilateral. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little squares inside. So the area of this quadrilateral is 9 square units. Let's try with another quadrilaterals. We have square, and each side of the square has 4 units. So let's split it into small squares. Each side has 4 small squares. So let's find the area. Let's count small squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the area of this square is 16 square units. What about this rectangle? One side of this rectangle, 4.5 units. Another side, 2.5 units. So let's split it into small squares and see what we will find. So we have 4.5 square, and on this side, 2.5 square. So let's find how many we have together. So how many whole squares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 full squares. How many halves do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 halves, and we have 1 quarter, or 0.25. So now, how many units do we have altogether? So 8 full squares, 6 halves, so each 0.5. So how many fulls in 6 halves? Yes, it's 3 fulls. So 8 plus 3, and we have only 1 quarter, and plus 0.25. The area of this rectangle is 11.25 square units. Alright guys, now with the next two, try by yourself. Try to find the area of those two quadrilaterals. Alright, so first one. What is the area of this quadrilateral? We have the square with 4.5 units each side. So let's count how many small squares we have inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 full squares. How many halves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 1 quarter. Now let's add them together. So 8 halves will make 4 full squares. So 16 plus 4, 20, and plus 1 quarter is 20.25 square units. So the area of this square is 20.25 square units. What about this rectangle? How many squares are inside? How many full squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And how many halves? 1, 2. 2 halves will give 1 full. So 12 plus 1. The area of rectangle is 13 square units. And I hope your answers were the same. But you would probably ask me, it's so boring every time to draw that small squares. But you would probably ask me, it's so boring every time to split the quadrilateral in small squares. It must be some other way to find the area without drawing the small squares. Yes, we have the other way by using the formula of area. So we have a rectangle. One side 6 centimeters, another side 3 centimeters. So on this side we will have 6 square units, on this side 3 square units. So we will have 6 columns of squares, and here we will have 3 rows of squares. And if we will multiply the number of rows to the number of the columns, we can find the total amount of squares inside of the shape. And those sides of the rectangle have the special names. So those 2 sides we call lengths. And those 2 sides width. So to find the area of rectangle, we need to multiply lengths times width, or 6 centimeters times 3 centimeters. 6 times 3 is 18 square centimeters. So let's try with dividing rectangle into small squares. So here we have 6 squares and here 3 squares. So how many in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So our answer is the same, 18 square centimeters. So to find the area of rectangle, we need to multiply length times width, or multiply the longer side times shorter side. Let's look at the square. Square has all 4 sides of equal lengths. So to find the area of square, we just multiply 2 sides. So we know the length of one side. The formula of area of square is multiplying 2 sides, side 1 and side 2. All of them are of the same length. So 5 times 5 is 25 square centimeters. Alright guys, now you will try to find the area of next 3 quadrilaterals by yourself. Alright guys, let's check first one. We have rectangle with the length 8 meters and width 4 meters. To find the area of rectangle, we multiply length times width. So 4 times 8 is equal 32 square meters. Second one, again we have the rectangle with a length 4.5 centimeters and width 6 centimeters. Again, we multiply length times width. 4.5 times 6 is equal 27 square centimeters. And the last one, we have a square with a side 12 millimeters. So the area of square, we multiply 2 sides. All sides are equal. each side 12 millimeters. So we just multiply 12 times 12. 12 times 12 is equal 144 square millimeters. Alright guys, don't forget that we find the area by counting the small squares inside. So the unit of area is square millimeters, square centimeters, and square meters. And the last for today, we will look some examples how to find the area of composite shapes and colored parts. So you can see some weird shape, and we need to find the area or space inside of this shape. But if you will look closer at this shape, you will see that if we separate this shape in two, we will have some quadrilaterals. So let's draw the line. And we will have two quadrilaterals, 1 and 2. So now, to find the area of whole this shape, we can find the area of first quadrilateral, after that the area of second quadrilateral, and those areas we can add together. So the area of this shape is area of shape 1 plus area of shape 2. So let's find the area of shape 1. Shape 1, it's a rectangle. To find the area, we need to multiply length times width. So we have length 3 centimeters and width 8 centimeters. So area is 8 times 3, 24 square centimeters. Shape number 2, it's also rectangle. So we need length and width. Width 3 centimeters, we need to find the length. All this side is 7 centimeters. Now, in rectangle 1, the length 3 centimeters. So if it's 3 centimeters here, it's 3 centimeters here as well. So if whole this side 7 centimeters and the part of this side 3 centimeters, to find the second part, we subtract from 7, 3. 7 minus 3 is 4 centimeters. So our length is 4 centimeters. Now let's find the area. 4 times 3 is equal 12 centimeters squared. And now we can find the area of whole shape. So we add area of shape 1 plus area of shape 2. So total area is 24 plus 12 is 36 square centimeters. So total area of composite shape is 36 square centimeters. Now we need to find the area of color part. On this diagram, you can see big rectangle with small. On this diagram, you can see big rectangle with a small white rectangle in the middle. We need to find the area of color part, or only the area of blue region. So how can we find the area of color part? To find the area of color part, we need to find all space inside of the rectangle. And after that, we need to take out the space of white rectangle. So to find area of color part, we find the area of whole big rectangle. After that, we find the area of small rectangle and subtract from the big rectangle. And we will have remain only the area of blue part. So let's find the area of big rectangle. We have the length and the width, 9 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So 9 times 7 is equal 63 square centimeters. Now let's find the area of small rectangle. The length 5 centimeters, width 4 centimeters. So 5 times 4 equal 20 centimeters. And now to find only the blue part, we know the area of whole rectangle and we subtract the white part. So from total area 63, we subtract the area of white part 20. And we will get 43 square centimeters. So our answer, the area of color part, is 43 square centimeters. Alright guys, you can practice more finding area by doing your homework. So in your workbooks, you will need to complete pages 109, 111, and 112. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.